No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a state, was all a farce. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, for this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
I knew it to be so.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something... In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Laz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melv and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the the sky, 'twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies. Laz the Oracle called upon me. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to... I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to... Alas, try. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. Pawn indeed, but I shall... In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. Tell me, Arisen, what be... So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you.
I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you.
Could that have been the World Forge? Yet why would such a being... And speculate I shall. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is...
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible after that...
Hello, Resi. How are you? How's it going? Did you enjoy your day out? Did you have a nice day out?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melve.
I'm going for like a little Easter egg
Yet
hunt
aught
with my niece
here
and nephew.
appears to be different. I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this
I'm back home to
cataclysm.
start dinner.
The path through this spot has been sealed to us. There's
enjoy
naught
your
for it but to
dinner,
search for
Rosie.
an
Enjoy your dinner, okay?
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no
Keep
doubt.
outside
But we
a
must
tag
find a
team
way to
title
reach.
tournament in NXT.
Confound this
Okay.
obstruction.
I look forward to
But I
seeing
suppose I ought to have
seeing
expected
it when
this.
it's uploaded.
Answers were ne'er so easily won.
Uploaded Ninja.
Monsters! Some...
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Point right there.
a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee of safety. The oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided to evacuate. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work.
Sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I cannot bring myself to leave my own mother behind. If I cannot convince her, I mean to remain here and share in her fate. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses. I'd fain aid you howe'er I may.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fit. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine, and if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety. Be gone with you. And if you think I'll surrender I require the use of...
Begging your pardon, sir.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
At last! A moment. Is this enough to have avoided the worst?
Be gone with you. And if you think I require the use of...
Do with me as you will. I can't... What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. This was in Mother's room. But why would she... Mother, I must beg you. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together, we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son. You truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Would you be so kind as to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury...
My son, your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
At last! Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety. What are you doing? Put that away. No, spare me. I pray you. I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that. It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puffed-up minister trying to save his own skin. Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. And if that craven comes crawling back...
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
Since as you say,
Holy attacks. I feel it's clear to them. I will protect
Monster beings and cursed spells. Given a chance, they summon more than an army of spirits.
God save me, liberate me. Those are not mere clouds. They seem to possess a will of their own.
Would that possess. Much is unclear, but we cannot. Cloud's advance is halted. This reprieve may be a temporary one, but I'm glad for it all the same. The monster seems to have dropped something.
If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife, well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
'Tis as you say.
I sleep on my woes, may have built up.
Mayhap I ought to be getting on.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our...
Oh, very well, my love. Would you be so kind as to escort us to...
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
A resounding success.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Ser Ernesto? Let him know that we'll wait.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our... I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, I'm at a loss. Could I prevail? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Perhaps we might speak with this Sir Lamond? The evacuation effort stands to benefit from another pair of hands.
Aye? What would ye of me? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone, cuz. You got that? Aye. I know those two. Good people. But I don't see why I should have to be the one responsible for them. Why don't ye do it? If they mean so much to ye. Oi! I heard out your request. Kindly bugger off and leave me in peace.
Sir Lamont has refused to lend his aid, and it seems there's little hope of changing his mind. Let us inform.
Renewed vigor.
So, Sir Lamond is not to be convinced. 'Twould have eased my mind to have him join us, but I suppose there's naught to be done. The hour of our departure is almost will be slow going, no doubt. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
People of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
I suppose 'tis so. Let us see what you're made of.
Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe. At least for the time being.
Best oil my equipment. Roll up the shots.
Ox carts aren't operating anymore, are they? Which is perfectly understandable, albeit rather inconvenient.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again? I shan't let them harm me. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I presume we'll stop and rest. It would be a waste not to. Would seem the creature was carrying something. Seems there are wolves on the prowl.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travel. It's beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Or could it be some other man? All too clear what must needs be done. I shan't bemoan our fate. Or have lived up to fight.
our quest of gold. You have my protection. Not far to go now. Keep your focus.
That horn appears to be the source of its power. Let us not miss this chance to strike it.
The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one, yet 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
Gathering material.
worlds uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Will tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they were assigned. The Pawns are no exception. Born Pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits them now. And there is surely no fate more pitiful than to be possessed by the hollowness of oblivion, only to become one with oblivion itself.
To me now, Risen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. It is a means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.